Happy Monday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Glenora Shipura. It is a fantastic Monday. It's going to be a fantastic week, and we couldn't be more excited. How are you doing, sweetie? It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute that I've not hung out with my favorite sister.
My
sister from another mister, eh?
You see, I'm somebody's favorite person, so even if you don't like me, at least I'm someone's favorite person.
I like that. So even if you don't like me, eh?
Even if you don't like me, that's your own story. That's your own story, bruv.
You know what I don't like, Ne? When people come to you and then they tell you they have an issue with you, and then to justify their issue, they'll be like, but also who says they also don't like you? I'm like, why are you talking on their behalf?
Let's focus on us, on our beef.
Yes, the beef is between you and I. I don't care who and who said this about me. It's about you and me.
Also,
don't try to give points to your beef by saying who else and who else doesn't like me. Please, just come for me straight. Diana, I don't like you.
And that's it. And also, as my friend, don't come around telling me, oh, Glenora said this about you. Tell me why Glenora was so comfortable to say it to you. That means that you guys already talk, right? So don't come and try act holy and be like, no, so you know what, you won't glenora Glenora said this. Why was Glenora so comfortable to say it to you? But anyway, so today I want to talk about hackers. Because yesterday I got a message on Telegram.
We were almost hacked, both of us.
Yes. I think everybody in our colleagues' contact list, Telegram contact list, was almost hacked. So I see a message, right? And I don't know if he's comfortable with us using his name, but for example, I see a message from Glenora saying, hey, there are photos of you on this website. Now, because you know a Glenora, you know.
And I've taken pictures of you, for instance. So you would think, oh my word, what do you mean, pictures of me?
Yes. So in my mind, I'm like, okay. So I just responded because I didn't even bother to open the profile because, again, this is the name that is in my contacts and, you know. And then I say, what pictures? And then I see homeboy is not responding. So then I try to call him so that I find out, like, what are you talking about? And he's not answering. Only when I opened the contact is when I see it's a +1 number. I'm like, oh, so you wanted to hack me.
Thank you. No, but I actually have something to admit. I did get hacked like that on Facebook.
Jeez.
And it was like you said, somebody that I know, Diana, is texting me. They're like, oh, there are pictures of you on this what link. And then I was panicking.
Yes.
So I clicked, and then the next thing,
And the reason you panic is because nowadays there is, you know, what do they call it? Deep AI or something? I forgot the name. But where they can just get your face from your other pictures and then they use AI. For example, that time that Taylor Swift's nude pictures were trending and it wasn't even her. It was just AI generated. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, you know, what is happening? But luckily, because I knew somebody else from work who had gotten hacked using almost something similar, I didn't open the link.
Yeah, for me it was just because of previous. Then I knew, no, this boy is hacked.
Yes. So even these messages of, oh, so and so is giving away iPhone 16s. Oh, so and so is giving away vouchers.
You have won a brand new what? Oh, click to win what? 500,000 worth of gifts, guys.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Most of the times it's just to get hacked.
You know yourself, you didn't even also enter a competition.
No, but also,
guys, let's also be realistic here. I know myself, I've not entered any competition. So why would whatever company email me?
Why would I just randomly win $18,000?
Yeah, come and click to win your brand new iPhone. Guys, stop it
now. How? From where? What did I do to deserve this iPhone?
Congratulations, you won a brand new iPhone.
You won your brand new iPhone.
How?
Nah, don't do it, guys. Don't even do it. It's just a trick so that you get hacked. And now the problem is because we use our phones to make a lot of payments. Sometimes our cards are linked to our phones. You never know what people are trying to get from you. They could be trying to get your card information. They could be trying to, whatever it is, to spread a virus, whatever it is. So if you see any of these funny links, don't click, even if it's from somebody that you know. If they say, hey, I saw this cool thing, and I'm sending it to you. No. You tell me first. Hey, Diana, I saw A, B, C, D, E.
Because if it was that urgent, you know what I mean? I would call you and be like, Diana, it's a
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
You're trending here, or
Yes.
this is happening. So if it feels a bit unrealistic, it's most likely.
Most of these links, don't click on them. It's just either a scam or they're trying to hack you and get your information. So let's be diligent and stay, cautious and be very aware. And most of the times, even with these other websites, be careful where you put your card information, guys. Like, please.
Oof.
That's another situation.
It's another situation. But I think now
say-
that the world is moving more into a digital world, we need to educate ourselves on how we
Yes.
can protect ourselves.
Yes.
For instance, I actually don't know how to protect myself in terms of what information goes to what websites.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
You see those things of I agree, I accept all the terms and
I
conditions.
accept all the terms. You have not
Read
read
the fine prints, because then somehow they'll say we're going to use your pictures on this website. That time you didn't even see, just like click accept,
Yes.
go. Be careful, read through. I understand, like sometimes, yes, it's a lot, but here's a trick. You can just screenshot and then you put it in ChatGPT and then you say, Chat, is there anything here that's...
Should I click OK, or should
I click
be
OK,
cautious
or
about
should I
this?
be cautious? What exactly should I be cautious about? Even with contracts, I do that now.
You do that with contracts? Actually?
Yes.
That's a nice one, actually.
Yes.
So you go in and you just take like a
And
screenshot.
then I just put, because most of the times it's maybe even like a PDF or whatever. And then I just put it in there and then I say, is there something in here that could work against me? Is there anything in this contract that is unfair, that puts me at a disadvantage? Because a lot of the times there's legal jargon and not all of us understand that legal jargon. So if you don't, you can just put into ChatGPT and say, simplify this contract for me. And then if it's simplified and you still don't understand, you can then ask ChatGPT, is there any clause in here that could work against me? Is there any clause that is unfair? Any clause that puts me at a disadvantage? Be careful, guys. But also with ChatGPT, you also need to be careful.
Because it's also another
also
giant monster. It can be a monster sometimes.
It can be a monster sometimes, but if we use it to our advantage and we are still cautious, so like I'm saying, even if you put it into ChatGPT, still read through, and then you can now try
and
to understand.
if you have lawyer friends or you can afford legal advice,
yes,
rather do that as well.
rather do that. But nevertheless, we do have an interesting show coming up for you, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Do you like traveling?
Do you like to experience new places?
Well, then you should tune into On the Rock, where we explore enjoy establishments all over Namibia and South Africa. Great food, great fun, and so much more. So be sure to mark your calendar as we explore the beautiful landscapes of Namibia at the various enjoy establishments.
And where we also get to go on game drives, different activities, and meet the awesome staff of the different establishments.
We will see you there. Watch On the Rocks every Monday at 9 p.m. on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV.
Starting off our top story, South Africa's highest court has ruled that husbands can take the surnames of their wives, overturning a law that barred them from doing so. In a victory for two couples who brought the case, the Constitutional Court ruled that the law was a colonial import and that amounted to gender-based discrimination. Henry van der Merwe was denied the right to take the surname of his wife, Jana Jordan, while Andreas Nicholas Bornman could not hyphenate his surname to include Donnelly, the surname of his wife, Jess Donnelly Bornman, the public broadcaster SABC reported. Parliament will now have to amend the Births and Deaths Registration Act along with its regulations for the ruling to take effect. The law was introduced in South Africa during the years of the white minority rule. Two couples had argued that the law was archaic and patriarchal and violated equality rights enshrined in the constitution that South Africa adopted at the end of apartheid in 1994. They successfully challenged the law in a lower court but asked the Constitutional Court to confirm its ruling. The Constitutional Court noted that in many African cultures, women retained their birth names after marriage and children often took their mother's clan name, but this changed after the arrival of the European colonizers and Christian missionaries and the imposition of Western values. The custom that a wife takes the husband's surname existed in Roman Dutch law and in this way was introduced into South African common law. This custom also came into existence as a result of legislation that was introduced by countries that colonized African countries south of the Sahara, the court said. It added that South Africa had made a significant advancement in gender equality, but some laws and practices had perpetuated harmful stereotypes still remained in place. Neither the Ministry of Home Affairs nor the Minister of Justice, neither the Minister of Home Affairs nor the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development opposed the two couples' application, instead agreeing that the law was outdated. A legal body, the Free State Society of Advocates, joined the court case in support of the two couples, and it argued that by restricting a man's right to assume their wife's surname, the law perpetuated harmful stereotypes as it denied men a choice available to women, the Sowetan news site reported.
So this is where the memes came from.
Yes.
I did not know that there was an actual couple that went and challenged two couples.
Two couples, yes.
That went and challenged the law.
Yes.
I just saw the memes on social media. Guys, this generation.
No, I'm so already ashamed. Because also, let's be honest, right? No hate to anyone's surname out there, but it's going to take a lot for me to go from being master. Guys,
I know, I'm also there. I don't know if I want my husband to take my surname. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't know, because also I don't want us to divorce or whatever, and then he keeps my surname, and then maybe he goes and commits some crimes, and he's like in some... And now it's going to be known as the Shipuras or this, you know?
Yes.
So I don't know about him getting my surname, but as for me keeping my surname, yes, definitely.
I'm double barreling. I'm going to hyphenate my surname. I'll be Diana Master, whatever. But then...
Like Beyonce Knowles Carter.
Yes, but then your surname also needs to be, you know...
It needs to make sense.
It needs to make sense. We need to be on the same caliber, because I can't go from being Diana Master. But I think I will do what Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra did with their child, where the child has both their surnames.
But they keep their own surnames.
So they keep their own surnames. So no. But Priyanka, I think Priyanka is Priyanka Chopra Jonas. I'm not sure.
So
I'm not sure. I speak under correction.
Yeah.
But they made sure that their child had both their surnames.
I love
so
that.
even our kids will be so and so master, whatever.
We have those kids with long surnames, and with long names.
Hyphenated.
Yeah, with long names.
Shame, and I already feel sorry for my daughter
It's with those
because
long
she already
names.
has a hyphenated name.
Now she's gonna have to end.
Now she's gonna have to, but it's cool. It's cool. That's what I'm saying.
But also, what is so wrong with the husband taking the wife's surname?
I honestly feel like whoever has the cooler surname needs to. Yeah.
Guys.
If your surname falls short, then unfortunately you've lost the draw.
Exactly.
The one with the cooler surname must
Yes.
it must be carried on.
Or we both keep our surnames. We are both married, but we both keep our surnames.
Yes.
And then maybe we do that with the children. I like the idea of that.
Yes, and also, you know what? Most men marry their wives before they get their doctorates, so that when they become doctors, their doctor, his surname.
Yeah.
Nah. See you.
No. We're not doing that here. Eh?
I am Dr. Master.
Yes. I love it. I love it for us. Okay, getting into our next story. In another bizarre lawsuit, I would say. In one of the strangest lawsuits you'll hear about, Mark Zuckerberg is suing Mark Zuckerberg. Mark S. Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg. Yes. A bankruptcy attorney from Indiana has filed a lawsuit against the Facebook founder after the social media giant repeatedly accused him of impersonating the billionaire. Now, the attorney says his law firm's Facebook page has been disabled 5 times over the past 8 years, while his personal account has landed in Facebook jail 4 times. Now, he claims the constant suspensions have cost him thousands in lost business, including $11,000 he spent on Facebook ads, only for his page to be shut down again.
No.
It's like paying for a billboard and then someone throws a blanket over it. He said. Now, Zuckerberg insists he's had the name far longer than the 41-year-old Meta CEO, pointing out that when he began his law career 38 years ago, the tech mogul was still a toddler. Now he wants his money back, attorney fees covered, and jokingly he says he wouldn't mind a week on Zuckerberg's super yacht as an apology. So Mark Zuckerberg is suing Mark Zuckerberg. This is so cool.
Mark S. Zuckerberg is suing Mark Zuckerberg.
Wow.
You know what? I would sue too, to be honest. We're talking about it earlier and saying, I think we need to normalize.
Imagine you're a Diana
suing
Master,
culture.
and then there's a Diana Master who's maybe now in grade 1, right?
And then that
the
Diana Master comes and sues me.
Yeah, no. Like, and then that Diana Master grows up to be this tech mogul or whatever.
And then they come and sue me.
it's like, come on, you're impersonating her. You're impersonating this toddler. Wow.
I think Mark should have done due diligence and thorough research before taking down this man's page and constantly, you know, throwing his money back in his, not even back in his face, he ran it off.
And Mark S. Zuckerberg has actually uploaded his ID and said, guys, this is really me.
Yeah, and like you said, he's had the name longer than Mark Zuckerberg. But anyway, that does bring us to the end of our top story. Stick around, we do have an interesting interview coming up right now.
We just here by the Kushamba. What's that like?
Language is a carrier of culture.
We owe to control our own narrative. Yes,
Hello, hi. So my name is Ottilia Tutubungoba, content strategist, creative director, and filmmaker. So Fiera, which really, the name already gives it away. And I think many times as creatives we have been told, please don't title your work on the nose type of titling. So, but Fiera really talks about how the linguistic landscape influences us as Namibians, and how people use slang to communicate, whether it's on a formal or informal stratosphere of communication. And we look at the challenges that comes from speaking slang and how that spills over to the academia, how that spills over to the corporate. But it's a very interesting find because most of my work really is data-driven. So we really speak to experts who are linguistics, who work in communication, and then of course we take it to the streets, and then we speak to pop culture icons and what they have to say about slang and colloquialism in modern Namibia. So it was very interesting. All my work is collaborator driven, so it's not really by myself. You know that funding is an issue. It sucks in Namibia. So sometimes you need to pitch, and you need to tell people why they need to invest into your project and having little or no return on investment. So it's been like pulling teeth, but every time we're trying. But Fiera is a 2023 edition. I've gone on to do other work. I've gone on to do one other more independently produced documentary, which is Beyond the Goalpost. So Fiera just stems from being a creative in modern day Namibia and really talking about what Namibians are facing, what Namibians are talking about, and what really transcends us as a people today and tomorrow. Most of my work really stems from curiosity. Half of the things I don't even know where it comes from, but I was very much interested in why people speak Tita, Loga, Sindal, and I would be in a group of people and people were talking around me and I wouldn't get what they were saying. I was like, no man, this seems like everybody needs to know what is happening, because if you have somebody from the north who speaks slang in Oshuango and somebody who speaks slang in Oshuango, Windhoek, those two people would hardly even get each other. So it's very fascinating to see how language really can divide us, but how can bring us together. So for me, I really truly think that artists are mediums of expression, mediums of what we are, where we are today, and where we are going tomorrow. So for me, I've always just been curiosity. Curiosity really continues to drive my work, because I'm African. Because I'm African. So I really want to know why are people doing it, what should it be done about it, and how does it affect us? So as Namibians, so easy does it.
Identify a kindred soul or a spirit that somebody.
So I do tell you, as a female producer and as a director, it's quite disheartening because I primarily work with men. So there's a lot of masculinity that drives the storytelling style whether it's in shooting, whether it's in editing. So sometimes, but I've been very fortunate. I do tell you, I've been very fortunate as a creative really to work with men that really can really say, okay, look, we're getting your creative voice and we really see what your picture is, what your vision is. So let's really walk around it as well. I think Namibia is in a very privileged position, unlike our other country, brother country, unlike our other sister and brother countries, where the whole push and pull between gender really comes to play in the workplace. I really do think that more Namibian females should really step up to the threshold and really take on being producers, being directors, and really making their voices heard through their work. People don't say it, but the challenge really is when you're doing independent work, the money is not as good as doing commissioned work. So it's you putting in between 50 and 150,000 into a project, and knowing that probably you will not stem the return on investment at the end of the day, but you really want to hear your voice being heard. So for me, I'm being a little bit of a MacGyver and a Rambo and a Sylvester Stallone and an Arnold Schwarzenegger and a whole type of karate ninja kid on my own, and really saying, look, I've got stories to tell. So how can I tell the stories cost effectively, but really getting the message across?
Super excited.
So as the year ends, I really want to be like a little bit of a naughty, troublesome child. So my next work is not in film, it's not in radio, it's not for online, it is for theatre. So I started off in theatre. So I'm in the process of finalizing a theatre staging that's coming about the very touchy issue in Namibia. So I'm super excited about that one. We know that it's very disheartening right now because in Namibia, online monetization is 0 to none. We really implore government really to have a conversation to push the Bank of Namibia and really have parties that have an influential voice really on the table to say, guys, what are we doing to emancipate Namibian creatives really to put their work online? So my work is really not on YouTube. My work is really not on any platform because of the monetization issue. So I'm really excited to announce that we're starting off with the school credits. I think that's take 2. I'm really excited to announce that my work will be part of the school screening project, where we're taking my work to 6 schools in the Commerce region. We're hoping for government to jump on, and then we plan to do the 8 regions with 2 schools per region, and really taking my work to the classroom. So there's a little bit of a high and a low for that because financing is really a challenge most of the time, but I'm super excited. So we started with our first, we did Havana 2 weeks ago on the 28th of August. It was last week. So we're starting off with People's Primary School on the 16th of September, and then that will culminate into Day of the Namibian Child. So I'm super excited taking my work to children as part of the nice school class. So I'm excited. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Maybe your pinky, maybe your toe, but you won't lose your nose, you won't lose your ears, you won't lose your mouth. You will only then be able to amplify your voice and really, truly tell moving stories. Folktale has always been a part of us as Namibians, as Africans. We can only continue to transcend our narratives today, tomorrow, and beyond. What do you have to lose? Nothing. Plus, I think many people don't really ask for help. Many people don't ask for mentorship. Many people don't ask to be part of the madness and the process of really putting things together. So what if you carry coffee on a film set? So what if you have to pull cables and be a best boy? So what does it hurt for you to do the lights and to carry people's laundry? It's the learning that comes thereafter. And the vulnerability is really our strongest suit as creators.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. But before you go, do remember ShopRite is still giving away 35 vouchers, each voucher worth 3,500 Namibian dollars. So
and
you
that's
can stock
7
up
lucky winners
every week of September.
I mean,
Yes.
guys, I'm so excited. And if you want to know how you can take part in the competition, just scan the QR code on the screen and follow the instructions.
All right. And from me, Diana Master and Glenora Shapura, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place.